No man arigato, Mr. Magato. Stali. He said, no, don't you address me. I am not in the mood. You're not in the mood? Come on, kitty, meow, meow. My hair's gonna explode, Ma. Yeah, it's gonna erupt. My hair is gonna erupt out of the follicles of my pore follicles of my scalp like lava from the ocean. Or from a volcano, a volcanic ocean. Cause she just cut off, she just trimmed it, the edges, and last time she trimmed the edges, it went like freaking went through a crazy growth spurt. So, my hair is so cool, Ma. Thanks for the cool hair, Ma. I do have one part that is from Edith's side of the family. The racing stripe is from her. Hold on, why is this flashing Bluetooth? Stanley's in a fistbidgety today. Just took a nice shower. That's the racing stripe. That's the white. Okay. My device. It's powered off. Why is it offline? It's not powered off. It's on. I'm looking at it. It's It's going. See, technology is so lame. Because we don't have any control over it. People think it's like a light switch or a water hose where they close, where you open and close the valve, which allows access. Electricity is all technology is. We are electricity, therefore, it's safe to say that we are technology already, and intelligence, artificial, already in fact exists. Because people buy what they see out there, which creates their reality, which supports what they want to do and motivates them in life to buy a bunch of crap that doesn't matter, to fill up their spaces with a bunch of crap, so they run out of space, so they got to sell off their crap so they can buy more crap to put more crap in the empty spaces. And that's the American way. And no, actually the American dream is to get other people to pay for your shit too. To buy your extravagant gifts with based on nothing. No real tangible contributions in life. Just for the fact that, people recognize themselves to be such blessings on planet Earth that, they deserve all this abundance without ever doing anything in return. It's so amusing to me. I live in a place that's saturated with that shit. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I call it, the last talk I did, I called it, it's in the script. We always watched TV ever since I was a little girl. We had a TV, and Mom tried to have cable. There were times we didn't have cable and we only had 3 channels, but still, there was a lot of times that we, so like I'd get up in the middle of the night with an upset stomach. I've been an insomniac my whole life ever since long as I can remember. I'm so defiant. I wouldn't defy just, wake times and sleep times, just, honoring certain designations. It was just whatever it happened. So, I get up, I watch movies like Turner movie classics and stuff like that. They have all these old shows, the last generation, the generation before mine, and and they would talk about future stuff in this, programming. That's why they call it programming. Show people the reality then that they can create, and then plant seeds, and then they'll create a reality they didn't even know they wanted. Right? Yeah. Like, The Joneses, keeping up. I've done talks about that. Keeping up with the Joneses. You just gotta aspire. You gotta drive that car with that stupid label on it, not because it's a practical car and it'll get you to A and B, but because people that you thought were cool in life, that you looked up to because of cars they drove cars like that. That don't make no sense to me. Yeah. Heaps of creeps drive Jeeps. Just because of fucking MASH. It's a tool used in killing people in places we didn't belong, and people glorify that, and that don't make sense to me either. I get how life is about transactions, but things got carried away. You know, their imbalance in them reflects in the imbalance of what they think their shit's worth, and they want more. They're asking prices more than things are worth, and people can't afford it. I know a gal, she works at the grocery store. She just spent oops, I don't know what that is. I don't want that on. I hit the wrong button. There. We're just gonna get rid of this app because it's worthless. It just takes up space. Bitty bitty bum bum. Selena. Anyway, where was I? My train of thought derailed. Transactions, but the imbalance of people getting more than what they're asking for is worth. There's got to be an equal balance, and there's not. And people are getting carried away with all the extra stuff because where is the discipline? Where are people to be called to be disciplined in their lives? They're not. They don't. And maybe the call is there, but they are not answering the call. Where I live, I can't even go walk around the town, walk around the park, because I get triggered by everything. Triggers me. I get triggered a lot, and then I gotta ignore and I gotta pretend like this shit ain't stupid when this shit's stupid. Like, they hired somebody $15 an hour. They hired somebody $15 an hour to either go to a store and buy hundreds, if not 1,000 purple tissue flowers to randomly put up around town. Like, what is the cost of that with labor that you made somebody go hang up this stupid shit? The price of the freaking tissue. And all this stuff is for breast cancer awareness. Hey, that in itself, if people just ate right and took care of themselves, you would never have to worry. Cancer was never so predominant when I was growing up. Every now and again, somebody had it. But it's like, okay, they smoked their whole lives. They earned it. Like, they, you know? And now everybody earns it and nobody wonders why they have it. It's just backwards. So, I think I decided, I just said, hi, my name's Marge. You know what? I decided I'm going to drop the whole Heyoka thing because I know I'm heading into a storyline where all these people are going to be like, you have to be a man to be a Heyoka. And I'm going to be like, what is it to be a man? You know, I mean, I don't got a penis, but if a man can't see his feet when he looks down, is he a man? If a man needs to mirror to see his man, is he a man? Like, what does it take energetically? Because energetically, I'm very manly. I didn't like it this way. I didn't want it this way. I just learned how to make the best out of a very uncomfortable situation. Because I just have to live what's comfortable for me. I used to live what was comfortable for other people, and I ended up looking like a dude in drag that wasn't real pretty. Because I have so much masculine energy, and other people see that, and they don't like it. Men don't like it because you threaten them and all this stuff that they think, you know, like, and I'm just like, dude, you're you know, like, your wife is safe with me, I don't want her, like I'm sort of a threat or something. I've had those experiences. I've been kicked in the face and knocked down a flight of stairs before. I've had all kinds of men do all kinds of really weird shit just because I didn't want to see their wieners. It makes them feel bad to the point that they get violent. And I see examples of this all the time. If it wasn't a thing, grape would not exist. But, you know, they can't motivate themselves, you know, muster up that masculine energy in positive ways. Like, you know, I feel like a man because I went out and I took care of my family today. No, they go out. Definitions. I'm a man because I went out and I put it here and I put it there and I got 12 kids and I don't see any of them, but I spread my seed. So we have a joke around where we live. We're here, like, because the dogs, we got one girl dog and 3 boy dogs, and it's all, I'm a man. Everything's out of my way because I'm a man. They get all staunchy and standoffish, and it's like, you know, I'm the boss because I'm the man. I'm the manest. And if you don't agree with me, I'll punch you in the face. I'll hurt you. I'll make you bleed to prove that I'm the manest. It's just such a joke, man, what society has created. So lame. I don't even want to have anything to do with it. Purple fucking fuchsia flowers all over town. You know, I go down to the park sometime. I don't think I'm going to go to the park so much anymore. I think I'm going to travel around and just have pop-up coffee talk events. Just see where people are standing around. I'll pull up and be like, hey, you want a cup of coffee? And I'll bust out my coffee kit. We can talk about stuff. I did that yesterday. I made a dude a cup of coffee. What was his name? I can't remember his name. I think it was Kurt. And he said, that he was so stoked that he could just have a latte like that. Like, he was so excited to just get that. When I got there and set up my table and all my goods and stuff, he was over there laying down on the grass, and he came over to me. He approached me proper, straight up and direct, and was all, hey, can I have a, you know, or like, hey, what's, you know, like what's going on? Hey, you want a cup of coffee? I'm making coffee. Then I tried to help this dude. I try to help people, right? That's what I do, is I try to help people, and then I see how they shit on me. And then I just don't want to help. And then I decide, you know what? I'm not gonna put my energy into helping this person. I'm gonna go help somebody else. I'm gonna put all my energy into helping somebody. I'm gonna go someplace else, because here, all the transactions that I give are just one-way transaction. It's just me constantly doing a transaction, just constantly doing, whether it's, you know, in whatever capacity. And then when I need a transaction, the point of sale system is down. And, you know, like, and I've had my last straws with stuff. Because I guess me and Mom are in a place that we're secure, we're okay, and regardless of whatever scary shit happens in life, we're going to be all right. Because I have handled so many situations in my life that I never thought I was prepared for, but I had to get real prepared real quick, because life didn't care if I was ready or not. Every time life came in and said, the potential exists for you to be homeless with you and your mom. So what did I do? I got real loud. I don't want to be homeless with my mom and my dogs. That doesn't sound like any kind of fun at all. You know, and I worked real hard in life so that I shouldn't have to do that. I did all the things that people told me that I should do that don't happen to people to get homeless, right? So I did all this shit. And guess what? And life didn't care. And so I went, hey, I need help finding a place to live for me and my mom. I did it on my social media. I did it on my Facebook. I called my brother. I was begging. I was pleading because I was freaking out. I was scared. I was so scared. In the last 7 years, I was so scared. In 2020, the first time we had to leave, I was terrified. When we left for Flagstaff, Arizona and ended up in Taos, New Mexico from Salem, Oregon, and I'm hollering, I'm calling agencies. I'm putting it out there because I'm going to get a whole lot of no's because I know all the no's are going to keep me from are going to guide me to the direction in which I'm intended to go, and I went. Not even in my IMs, people are like, I'm nobody pulling for me, nobody like, God, Marge, no support from my own community. That's why I decided, I put out a GoFundMe, one person donated, thank you, Curtis. I'll never forget that. We picked up litter together at Offutt Air Force Base. Anyway, I'll never forget that. And then I was started seeing how everybody has lessons to learn in life. And I started thinking about how many people I know of had GoFundMe things. I had one, at some point people, there's a storyline where people are going to put on GoFundMe and they're going to see how many people really don't care. I learned when I was a little girl that the system is not made to care about people. The system is designed to give the people that don't care about people that say they do care about, give them all a paycheck. Make sure they got good lives. The administrators, the people that sit in the chair, all the people that get to decide how things are. I have a real good example of how things are. I follow this lady, she's a lawyer, she's an attorney on TikTok. And she just did this story. She just did this story about this guy who got arrested on October 15th. They couldn't, his friends, he got arrested, but it's okay, what can we do? I'm just going to play this for her. I'm just going to play... the guy's name is, okay, I'll just play her thing.
Marcus Alderson situation out of Pennsylvania, and for anyone who doesn't know, brief update, at 1 o'clock last night, this morning, somebody tagged me in the video of a guy named Mike. He tells an unbelievable story of what's going on with his friend Marcus, who was arrested on October 15th, and they have him as a John Doe. It's 2 misdemeanor counts, $50,000 bond, unfucking heard of for misdemeanors. And because they have him as a John Doe, because they're saying they can't verify his identification, he doesn't have access to the phone systems at the jail, whatever. So, etc. I should say. So, Mike gets a bondsman, posts his bond. The bond, they tell him, thanks for the cash, but we're not releasing him because he's on suicide watch. And of course they're like, what the fuck? And then after the bond is posted, the state attorney's office files a motion for pretrial detention because they say that he's a flight risk because his identity cannot be verified. Okay? Emergency motion. Mike has sent a copy of his identification to the whoever needs it. Government issued ID, and they're still saying that they can't verify it. He's done this whole back and forth since the 15th of October. He posted that video. Someone tagged me in it. I made a video about it, and I sent a couple of emails. It started with me asking for his booking photo. I wanted to see if they'd done something to him. They had not. And the warden responded to me. So I started engaging in an email conversation today with the warden, asking him what the fuck they've done to verify the ID. He tells me it's this trooper's job. I contact the trooper. I contact Mike. Mike tells me I've already fucking talked to the trooper, and the trooper has said that he's already verified the identity and that he's told the magistrate and he's told the jail. But every time he calls the jail says call the cops, and when he calls the cops say we've already done our job. So it's been this whole circle. So it culminated with me sending an email to the warden a couple of hours ago saying, the trooper that you referred me to, the person who you say is responsible for verifying the identification, has indicated that he's already verified the information. He's told the magistrates, and he's also let you guys know. He's let the jail know. So it seems to me that at this point, you're holding this man illegally.
It's kidnapping.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
It's kidnapping.
Civil rights are being violated. What are you gonna
Straight
fucking
up
do about
kidnapping.
It? So I just get this
legalized kidnapping because they wear a badge. They're high school dropouts. A lot of them are. All you need is a GED. Just gotta be willing to do stupid shit like this.
Saying, well, your email got the jail spooked enough to put his name in their system. So I was just able to put money on the books. Hopefully that'll let him use the phone. Yeah. Now he'll be.
So that's Sheila. She's an attorney out of Florida, and this is somebody in I don't know where that was, like one of the Carolinas maybe. I can't remember. PA. Okay. So since so many things that come out of my mouth, I say things and they have a tendency to happen. It's really weird. I got 7 years of verification. Like, I'm more accurate than astrologists. It's a trip, but because I have a different method, because I'm autistic, I'm a broader spectrum. I have larger data points. All they look at is their own interpretation. They don't listen to a bunch of people they don't like. No. I spend a lot of time listening to people I can't stand just because I know what they have to say is valuable. I know if other people did that, I get a lot more reviews. The dumbing down of society has worked, and I'm not for dumb people. I'm for very intelligent people, or people that want to be a better version of themselves. Anyway, so this is what I propose. All those attorneys, all those lawyers out there that have like what do people need to have good lives? Like, what do people need to be such a fulfilled human being that they're like, I have everything that I could possibly want in life, so whatever extra I have, I'm going to go ahead, because that's what happened to me, is I came to a point that I learned how to do all the mechanical stuff, I learned how to do all the computer stuff, I learned how to do the domesticated stuff, I learned how to do all the stuff to be a well-rounded person. And I'm trying to take that and go out and find other well-rounded people, but people aren't well-rounded, so they don't recognize what well-rounded is. Because they're not. People look at me, they're like, what the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? What is she? What are you? And they're telling me, oh, you don't know who you are. Because I am someone that knows who they are. Inside and out, warts and all the character defects, I put them all over social media. So I can, it's supposed to be a flag. Hey, I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Let's do some stuff. But people don't know who they are. So they look at me and they're like, what the fuck is that? So I'm going to propose all these people that have so much abundance. They have the best lives because they went to school 5 years and then milked the system the rest of the time. Now they have nothing, but they never really did anything to help anybody else. I want to see more of like Sheila on TikTok. I want to see attorneys that have been sitting on their ass, that milk the system in every state for years and years. Hashtag, I don't know, TikTok lawyer. They got nothing better to do. Send it, there's so many injustices in our corrupt system because they got a bank full of money, full of the injustices. My brother is right smack. This is how I know, because dude's a millionaire 7 times over at this point as the assistant chief counsel for the California Office of Parole. And he threw his own mother away because he hit his mom when he was a young man. And he, over 18 though, old enough to know better, could have, and he's like, what have you ever done to me? Well, mom didn't have you arrested, because if you would have had you arrested that time, because the first time you got arrested, it got expunged. when you and your friends robbed fucking Bean Padre, the chip distribution center in Redding, California. But that judge got his hands on him, and then, and then just kind of took him up. And now, you sell your soul. He gets you all the way to the top, but you got to do things like throw your mom and your sister away. That's the thing. They're monsters, man. The world has monsters in it, and they're walking around in freaking dockers and behind badges, and they're going, "We protect and serve," and it's like, no, you bend over and abuse. Mostly. Maybe at some time there was a point where they did that, but the heart space changed because they let themselves get carried away. Too many saturated fats from all those free meals, I guess. When people don't do the work, that's stagnant energy. It's just energy that comes within themselves. I had an example about how broke the system is yesterday. Tried to help this guy. This guy got tickets back in 2018. Frickin' Flagstaff or some shit in Arizona. And so I said, okay, yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, I just want to help people. I can help. What do you need? Well, it's like $600 something bucks. I said, all right, what do you got to go on the website? What do you got to go? You got, let's do this, okay? So he calls one court office, and then he's like, well, this is what we did the other day. And so we went through it, and then we get to and then they're like, okay, well, you got to call this other number. So we call the other number, and now I'm on hold now I'm like, I got to get going. I just made coffee, like I'd been gone for a little while. It's getting kind of late. I got to get kind of on my way. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to help this dude, right? Because you help people, right? So we go through all this. I'm sitting on the phone, and then finally we get to this place that because everybody has to get a paycheck because everything's third party. You can't just do nothing in-house, be done with it. No, you got to hang up and get these dumbass cousins over here paid. So you got to call him, and they're not affiliated with the court or anything. They're just a company that you give their money to. So you call them, and they're like, what's the case number? They give him the case number. And then, because they told him that his bill was higher than it was on his initial notice because time had passed and inflation and, they got a freaking, it's just, there's just a 5.8 in Mexico. People on the earth had a good run, didn't they? Careful about that beachfront property. So, choices people make, man. I moved from Oregon years ago because I had my prophetic dreams of the waters rising, and I was in Salem, and I was like, this shit ain't fucking creek water. This is ocean water. Time to go. And we went. So if people don't have those dreams, I guess that's too many saturated fats. You're not really tuned in. Your connection to source has been severed by your own free will. Maybe too many football shows, baseball shows, not enough planning pragmatically about where to keep you and your family safe. But I guess if it's your story, if it's your karma, really, if it's our karma, nobody's safe on planet Earth. I can't stand this guy. Delete from library. I fucking can't stand that guy. I don't know why, but he's just another false I'm having a hard time with music. But I've been listening to classical ever since I was freaking 13 years old. So that's what I've been focusing on more. And then when I do my talks, I do these. So I'm just wondering, okay, so you got all these attorneys and lawyers that are sitting around doing nothing but, rotting their brain with freaking too much booze and shit. So let them, put them in the queue. Why don't you go and help somebody make... that woman didn't... I've never seen justice move so fast. All she had to do was write an email. That's it. And then the guy got what he needs. But you got this freaking... You got all these guys that were freaking... It's like the same person. They're just divvied up into all these different bodies. They all grew up the same. The programming's the same. all the little Gary Meadows out there, on the wrestling team, on the football team. As long as you can get with the program and do with what you're told, you will be handsomely rewarded. And then it got seedy and gross, and then all these parties from in all of these different areas, and the police get paid extra for their special, like there's police. This was like 6 years ago. There are police in LA that were making an extra $200,000 a month from special gigs, from just like being hired through the city to stand, but they're participating in a lot of this stuff. People think Diddy parties are bad. Ask your dad. Hey, all you people out there, your daddy did 20, 25 years in the... Ask him, Daddy, what's Gay While Away? Daddy, did you participate in Gay While Away? Was that you, Daddy? And if he gets really mad, he probably did. Yeah. Oh, this country's gross. I can't wait. I'm looking for it to maybe rebuild. If people start giving up more of themselves to help other people, we might have a chance. But we got people, like, I think it's hilarious that dude that's running for president, they closed down a McDonald's. They closed it. They announced to the community, we're closing this. And then they had the guy stand in the drive-thru to play pretend. And I said, he looks like one of those 2-year-olds in preschool that's playing pretend McDonald's. So the kids learn that if you're good, how many people in America are grossly obese because when they were younger, their mom or dad just said, if you're good, we'll go to McDonald's for some French fries or ice cream or a pie or something. If you're good, we'll reward you with sweets and sugar. So then people taught themselves in their mind, but I'm good. I deserve this. No, you're good. You deserve to not put that in your face. You deserve to live a healthy lifestyle where you're not full of knee replacements and stuff like that, because your body hurts from carrying that big old heavy soul sack around. Do something for somebody else and people will feel better about themselves. The whole world's waiting for somebody to come in, make them feel better about themselves, so then they can start acting right. No, they got it backwards. So ultimately what happened yesterday is the lady was like, do you have the case number? He gave her the case number, and she said, okay, how much are you paying? And he's like, how much is it? She's like, I don't have that. I said, so wait, you're telling me you have the case number, but you can't see, like, the document, and you can't see any of that? Like, you have no visual? Your screen says nothing? What does your screen say? And she's like, it doesn't work that way. And then, so, cause and then I said, so what you're telling me is that is just you get a paycheck from being a part of another effective system that is run by the product of siblings. And then I hung up. Because he don't know the balance. He don't know how much he owes. So I wasted my time. He wasted his time. Everybody wasted their time. And I was about to put so I was like, okay, I gotta go. And so I'm like fucking annoyed with planet Earth. I can't stand living on planet Earth because this is the stupid shit that people choose. Freaking bureaucrats, so dumb people can sit in a chair, answer a phone, and be unuseful. But they still get direct deposit. They still get their McDonald's for their family on the way home. And they still think that they did their job. When they're completely unuseful human beings. They're just fucking sucking out air, just fucking taking oxygen from the trees. Not ever contributing nothing, man. That's America. That's what America evolved into with its own free will. You know? All kinds of generations just sitting on the couch playing video games. Because somebody else is going to go out there and fix things. Somebody else is going to do the stinky work. Everybody should have to fucking like do hard ass labor for 2 years every year. Everybody on planet, like you know, do something stinky. There's too many people that are so happy in life because they haven't had to smell the stench. It's the people that have smelled the stench. We want to prevent the stench because we don't like the stench. And everybody thinks it's not going to happen to them until the stench happens. So, dude didn't get his thing done. I'm freaking annoyed. I walk back to my car. Start to go. Homeboy walks back across, you know, and he lets me know. He goes, "You left your fire extinguisher over there at the table." And I was like, huh. See, because this is how my mind thinks. I was just on the fucking phone for an hour to pay your fucking fine of over $600. Let me get this straight, right? That's just what happened, right? It didn't work out. Dude couldn't fucking pick up my fucking shit and walk it over to me because I was parked right next to him. Just could tell me that I left my shit. Couldn't save me a walk of try. So I was like, all right, that's cool. And where I had to go get it was these dudes that were still at the table. And I was like, that's it. Here you go with the INFJ door slam. See, because I'm all about helping. I am the most generous person I've ever seen. People look at me and go, people don't do that. And I'm like, no, you don't do that. I do this shit all the fucking time. It ain't nothing to me. Money isn't anything to me because I don't have any earth in my chart. And usually the things that people need, they need money to render services that they don't know how to do with themselves, that I can do for my fucking self. Sure, I'm trying to make friends. Sure. But people aren't trying to make friends with me. They just look at me as some like fucking ATM or some shit. So it's courtesy is what I'm looking for. That's it. Just save me a trip sometime. I can't get that. So I'm fucking done. Good luck with that. I'm sure you're going to find one of all these other people that you've helped so much in the community that are begging and running up to you to be like, let me help you, dude. I fucking had it, dude. I fucking had it with planet Earth. So I'm going to focus on the people that want to. I'm going to focus on my app and trying to find the people to send the right people in my life to create my app so that everybody can get paid. New Mexico is on the verge. They want to. They have open forums all the time. They always have open forums asking the public to come in to tell them how to fix shit. Notice that in your community. They're doing it. They're doing it. Come in. Open forum. Come and tell that. Come give a. And it doesn't matter because they're only going to take the shit that aligns with their agenda. Because where I live in Taos, they piss away money on stupid pink flowers, on parking meters that nobody wanted, on doing construction, not one project until completion at a time, but just like everywhere. While the thumbnail on my video is a guardrail that more people pass over than go to the public library, yet they're having a fundraiser for the library, yet there's this guardrail that's missing that goes over a stream, creek, not a river, where people drive over all the time. But they just put cones. They have, I'm going to do a reel on TikTok on all of the places in the country where drunk people, because the police don't ever stop them, and then there's no consequences because everybody's friends and related. Hell, judges get off from murdering people in Taos from drunk driving. It's just what the world has turned into with people's free will and lack of being accountable. Just don't be a scumbag. Just don't drink that one time when you drive. And people are like, no, I'm a grown-ass man. I can do whatever I want. Till they take out guys, or women, I can do what I want. I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm doing what I want. To the detriment of others, because they don't fucking care. Yeah. It's just life on planet Earth in 2024. Oh. I need an embroiderer. I need an embroiderer. I don't care where the fuck they are in the United States. I just need an embroiderer. That's not going to charge me $38 for a fucking garment because your shit ain't that fucking rad. Stupid. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Because money doesn't matter to me. I just can't stand going into environments where that's all that matters. Like, it just matters to them. It's just like, because they need stuff and they need to go places. And it's like, if you're not, learn to meditate. Learn to get still inside. People meditated and learned to get still. I had to learn to I learned to meditate when I was a little girl. Every Christmas from the time I was 7 years old until I was 12, 13. Said, I don't want to do this anymore. This isn't fun. Like, don't the kids have any say? I don't want to spend 11 and a half hours every Christmas on a Greyhound bus. I don't want to do that. To satisfy some fucking judge who's never even laid hands on me. Because he's friends with my fucking dad, my dad's family. And just was trying to make shit hard for mom because that's what the legal system is. Intimidation, abuse of power. That's what it all is. It ain't about justice and locking up the scary people because it's the scary people that have been running in charge. Dude, it makes me sick. My birthday's the same day as that Hugh Hefner guy. Makes me sick. I used to think it was really cool until I got to a certain age. The guy's just a pervy creep CIA informant. They talked about this stuff in the 90s. In the 90s they talked about this stuff. No, Hef, you can't have tunnels under your house. What do you need tunnels under your house? Oh, just pay people enough and they look the other way. That's America. I would like to see America change. I'm holding out that America can change, but first, America needs to turn off its video game console, stand up, brush all the potato chips and crumbs off ya, go out and do something fucking useful for somebody that can't do nothing for you. And then when people start doing that, maybe we'll be okay. Until then, I'm going to keep doing the stuff that I do, trying to lead by example, because people don't know how to be generous. They know how to take generosity. They don't know how to be generous. Other storylines I'm seeing play out, I see that jelly roll guy. I'm holding out hope for that false for profit. He's one I'm keeping my eye on, because that's what people are supposed to do. Either they're supposed, the evolution of a human is to become the best version of themselves so that they can expel that out to the goodness of others. So evidently homeboy lost 100 pounds and you're not going to recognize him last year. So okay, so you feel good, you worked for that. Now you didn't do it all on your own. How are you going to support others like others supported you? People, that's the thing. Energy, it just comes into them and it stops. It's not what God intended. To me, God is good, orderly direction. Just do the right thing. Just be cool. Yeah, pedestrians have the right of way. Does that mean you get to fucking crawl across the road like all slow because you got to make everybody wait? Look at all the people I get to make. It's that mentality. That causes erectile dysfunction. If people want to know what causes erectile dysfunction, it's machismo behavior. It's overcompensation. And yes, RP, women can have Napoleon complex. I've been talking about this for years, but again, people that only say, look at me, look at me, look at me, and don't watch anybody else. They don't want to learn, they just want to teach. So, I think it's interesting because there's all these timelines. I look at timeline. This is how I look at planet Earth. Where's it at, Mom? Mom and I play this game. What did I do with it? Oh shit, where did I put them? Mom and I play this game. It's kind of a fun game, huh, Mom? Where, you don't know which one I'm talking about, you silly goose. Okay, so where is it? What did I do? I didn't put it back where they belong, Mom. I didn't put it back where it belongs. The deck of cards. Oh, here they are. So I'll get a deck of cards because we always been ESP. Extrasensory. We always been psychic, intuitive. We never lived on a planet where this shit didn't exist. I always thought it was weird when people didn't understand like abilities and powers and knowings and stuff like that, and they always talked against them like they didn't exist. So I go, Mom, pick a card, right? Oh, Mom, pick a card or pick a number through like a deck of cards, like ace through 2. Pick one, any card, Mom. She's still asleep. I'll let her wake up. So yesterday I was like, I'll go pick a, and she said, oh shit. And so she picked a 4, and so yesterday it was 4. Oh, they're gone. Gone. And then I say, okay, Mom, now pick a color, red or black, and then she'll pick a color. How many are missing? And then so yesterday she picked, we narrowed it down, and she picked a, what'd you pick? You picked a 4 of diamonds is what you said. Yeah. And what I drew was a 4 of hearts. Boy, now I look rough. She used to play a game, yes or no's. Yes or no's. And, because energy never lies. It tells us. People do this thing with muscle testing. They do it this way. I do it, I get yes or no's with my muscle testing. I'll ask a question. I noticed this a while ago. That, like, I'm telling myself, answering myself yes or no's because I teeter-totter a lot. Well, when my yes is on my heel and my nose is on my toes. So if I'm like out and something ain't for me, usually I'm like gonna go forward, and I pay attention to that shit, man. So 3 of hearts. 3 of hearts. I said 3 of hearts. There's the 3 of clubs. Okay, 7 of diamonds. And we'll just play. This is just whatever to pass the time. Huh. Queen of clubs. I got 3 hearts again. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with that, huh? You ready to get up, Ma? Luna just did a head flap. She took Artie Pants' head flap. You gonna go sit in the chair? She says, yes, I'm in a mood. You pretty girl. You pretty girl. I see Luna. I'm in the mood for Lauren Hill right now. Luna, do you want to see how pretty you are? Are you in the mood? Are you in the mood, pretty? She's sitting in Mom's chair. Bloop. Luna tickle. a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl, huh? Sisters, don't bother me. Why'd you bothering me? Her little white nose. It's getting cold in northern New Mexico. Oh, brr. I do not like the cold. Oh, it's 53. I didn't even hit nothing to make that come up. Widgets. Ours is a fight for the future. Obama, that dude freaking wiped out so many people with drones. Dude watched Toys with Robin Williams and then grow up and actualize that. The narrative, the script. Mom used to always say it's in the script because we used to watch. Like I started talking about that when I first started the video. Is that I was one of those that could always figure out who did it in the beginning, who the bad guy was. I'm a Scorpio moon and we're in Scorpio season, so more people are going to start putting people on blast for being the bad guy. You know? And I can't, I'm not the person that's ever going to retaliate. I'm never going to go after, go after people that are wrong, but I'm sure as hell going to talk about it here. Because the truth deserves to come out. You know, there's so many people that have these really fluffy, cushy lives. They have had good lives. Like they got to do a lot of shit that they wanted to do for a really long time because the stuff that they did that caused harm to other people. And I just don't think that that's very fair. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that it's fair that people like that these politicians, like, you've never done anything practical in your whole life, but these people make $400,000 a year for being paid actors, for saying we care, and and there's pockets of evidence of all over, I know God said that he wasn't gonna flood the earth again. It's kind of interesting that there's a lot of places on planet Earth that are getting flooded right now. Alaska, Roswell, New Mexico. Where's the country to go in and help them? I mean, it's New Mexico. Nobody fucking cares about New Mexico. Everybody has their pet project, and it's whatever people want. It's like either figure out how to take care of your own, or you're gonna be the ones that are putting out an call, help me. Help me. I can't do it myself. And I tried it, and I know it's heartbreaking. When you go, help me, and the world just goes, look at this dumb bitch. I gotta help her. But you know what? When you're in the same frequency, when you conduct yourself in a way that you're just trying to do the right thing, and you don't always do the right thing. You're just trying to do the right thing, and that reaches people that are usually that could freaking change your life. I want to be the person that helps people change their lives. I was that drunk. I couldn't draw a sober breath. And I knew I was worthless, and I wasn't going to matter to anybody until I started freaking drawing sober breaths. And I'm watching a lot of people, draw, with the God, alcohol is such a foe, dude. It just kills me. So many young people. It's all fun and games until your ass bleeds. Yeah. It's such a, and all these people that are so, oh my God, it's just hard. It's so hard to watch people throw themselves away all the time. Just because it's fun. For the name of entertainment. In the name of entertainment, let's get Sal's fall down, put stuff on your butt. It don't make no sense to me. Don't like this. What? How? Falling off planet Earth for the